Hello, ladies and lads. I tried to explore all of Japan in one trip. Without further ado, let's go! I didn't really talk in any of the clips from the video, so I'm gonna do a voiceover. Now you can hear my voice extra close. For a majority of the time when I was out, I did lots and lots of touristy things, so that was educational. But by the end, I legit felt like Megamind from the amount of overdose of information that got injected into my brain. The first big tour was at Jeju Island, South Korea. Jeju Island is the largest island in South Korea. Located off the southern coast of the Korean peninsula, it's known for its volcanic landscapes, coastal scenery, waterfalls, lava tubes, and relaxed atmosphere compared to mainland Korean cities. Jeju is considered one of South Korea's most popular travel destinations because of its beaches, hiking trails, ocean views, countryside roads, and peaceful, quiet life. It's also known for its local culture, seafood, tangerines, and traditional stone statues called Dol. Okay, I'm not gonna pronounce that. Dol Harubang. I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'm not gonna pronounce it any further. First thing I did was that I went to the botanic gardens. I'm doing this from the top of my head, so don't do it. Yeah. But from my understanding, this place was a very popular tourist destination known for its very aesthetic scenery. Then you have me, ready to shit up. When you go inside, there's multiple areas. I needed to spend most of my time looking at the stuff outside, but I ended up taking photos, lots of photos of whatever I thought looked cool. As I was walking toward the exit, I found a gray statue in the bushes that had a peculiar face and had a peepee that looked similar to mine. So I took a selfie with it so that I can always remember that there is always someone with a similar peepee size like mine. The next day we got Hiroshima in Japan. Hiroshima is a city of remembrance and renewal. Known worldwide for its tragic role in World War II, it has transformed into a thriving modern city. Hiroshima stands as a powerful reminder of humanity's resilience and hope for a better future. The first thing we did was that we went to the city of Iwakuni. I felt very carefree and relaxed. I was so relaxed to the point that I even got lost and got separated from the tour guide like a dumbass. I even had to go to a local and speak Japanese to get directions. I wish I knew basic sentences and phrases so I can at least understand a little bit and they can understand me just a little bit. But that all went to shit as I just said hi, then proceeded to say arigatou gozaimasu while bowing as if I completely understood what the f he just said, like a good foreigner. I had a couple phrases in my notes and a couple words memorized, so I was stoked to show off my Japanese. When he started speaking, he started to ask where I was from. I forgot what I said in Japanese, but I think I said I was from America. Afterward, I proceeded to say that I was American. He said, "Nani?" Then I proceeded to say once again that phrase again, and he kept saying, "Nani?" Then I proceeded to once again say that phrase again, but he kept saying, "Nani?" I was bare confused. Then I pulled out my phone and pulled out the Google Translate mic. He was speaking to my phone, then it would translate and we would go back and forth. After some thinking during the conversation, I realized I was saying to him that I was Japanese. Bro, I realized that I was a complete idiot. It's like I'm an expert Minecraft player who says he knows what he's doing. And after spending 4 hours trying to get to the nether, he proceeds to put his bed down and sleep and ends up blowing up and dying. So I ended the conversation saying I had to go. Then I said arigatou gozaimasu. Kyoto is the cultural and historic heart of Japan. It served as Japan's capital for over 1,000 years, and it's famous for its traditional temples, shrines, gardens, geisha districts, and preserved wooden streets. Walking through Kyoto feels like stepping into Japan's past, where ancient traditions and modern life exist side by side. One thing I've got to say is that Kyoto / Osaka is probably one of my favorite cities in Japan, hands down. The first thing we had to go on our agenda was that we had to go to the Tonari Gates. I've seen this all over Instagram and TikTok, so it's not like it was a complete surprise. But these gates were donated by individuals, families, and businesses for blessings, success, or expressing gratitude for prayers that were answered. The name of the donor is often written on the back of each gate. Afterward, I toured around the Ryoanji Temple, or the Stone Garden, and it was a straight vibe until it started raining. I forgot to bring my umbrella, so I was stuck at a store for like 30 minutes. It actually felt like I trained for a month straight, but all of a sudden I was forced to eat 10 burgers, 5 french fries, and 3 chocolate milkshakes. Then the next day, I saw that I would gain 20 pounds, lost my abs, and got bedridden because I caught a stomach flu and food poisoning. It was the same thing here. Regardless of any progress I made, having a chill time, having fun, I was just forced to not have fun and forced to stay put and contemplating dying. Anyways, after the rain cleared up, it was lunchtime. There was some cold sake, so I actually decided to drink a little bit. And I enjoyed my lunch. After the tour was over, I decided to explore the touristy side of Kyoto City area a little bit. I entered the Miffy store and thought to myself, wow, I'm broke. But at least I was able to please my eyes at a somewhat aesthetically pleasing store. After trying to resist urges in my brain and fighting the demons that was inside of me, I decided to buy a blue Miffy. I walked some more and more and saw a green looking Lambo and I think a Nissan 300ZX or some variation of that kind. But yeah, that was cool to find some cars. After exploring, I went back to Osaka and looked for a place for dinner. Found this ramen place, so here's me eating karage and ramen. Then I went to a couple convenience stores because it was my first time in the famous convenience stores that I saw online. I fanboyed and went in like everyone else and decided to buy a couple things, and it legit felt like paradise. You know how you go to Costco as a kid, walked around the facility, grab some samples, buy stuff, and feel like nothing can go wrong? That was the exact same feeling, and I didn't want to leave. But I had to leave, so I bought some stuff and it called it a day. The next place I went to was Nara, which was near Osaka. One of the most famous tourist attractions in Nara are the deer. The attraction does charge food for the deer if you want to feed them. But there's another thing. The deer can seem very frightening because they will charge at you if you bother them and get near them, which has caused a bit of controversy online. Besides the scares, I was so happy to meet Choppa in person. After the deer, I went to some alleyway that led to a big marketplace. This place had nice shops and cool things, so I wanted to get something. I passed by a place that was selling Nara deer merchandise. I was contemplating whether to get one, but I realized that this might be the last time that I was there. So I decided to get a deer stuffed toy. Afterwards, I ate McDonald's for lunch. I was so excited to eat this because I've always wanted to eat McDonald's from Japan. I got whatever item that was not available in the US and gave it a go. But from what I remembered, I quite enjoyed it. Also, the bathroom was cool, so that was that. After that, I headed to a mall in Osaka near the aquarium. It was very exciting for me because it was the first time exploring a Japanese mall. So I explored the entirety of the mall to find something interesting. I eventually found my way to the Lego store to search for some Lego that are very hard to find in the US. I found something, then I bought it immediately. As I made my way towards something that caught my eye, I found an arcade that had photo booths with idols, specifically Japanese idols, and some K-pop idols. I instantly knew I had to do this. I was scrambling the area to find which was the best booth I wanted to take photos at, but I chose a random one, then proceeded with the process. The beginning process was in Japanese, so I had to use context clues and just bull my way through. I somehow got in to take the photos and tried to take advantage of this moment. Pose, 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 yes, yes, yes. After the process was done, there was an area to edit the photos, then pick up the photos. This was the moment my happiness just flew away. I looked inside and there were no physical copies. My thoughts were filled with sadness and anger because I wanted to just leave right away and forget about the moment. But I also wanted to take my fist and put it through the screen because I literally spent all the money I had and wasted my time to do a couple poses for no return. After that, I felt like my soul left me and never came back. The last place left is Shimizu. I thought I was gonna see Mount Fuji that day, but apparently I was only going to the observatory. The observatory was cool and modern, and when I went to the top of the area outside where you can see the mountain, all I saw were clouds. Yes, clouds. There were clouds covering the mountain, so I couldn't even see the mountain from the observatory. So that was pretty disappointing. After that, I got some yakisoba for lunch. It was very delicious, and as you can see from this ugly guy's face, I quite enjoyed it. After eating, I went to another mall, which had lots of stores that I was familiar with and not so familiar with. It was pretty massive, so I decided to explore around. I eventually found some funny looking things like this big fat blue ball. I felt like this thing was calling to me, so I decided to buy it. After some more exploring, I somehow found another arcade and realized that there could be another photo booth. I looked around the arcade and somehow found one. At this very moment, I knew it was time. Pose, 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 yes, yes, yes. I knew it was done and that I've completed my purpose here. And that concluded my long journey from the bottom to the top of Japan very nicely. If you want to check out what's after this, the next video is Tokyo. And you don't want to miss this one because this one's a banger. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Peace!